Shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Achak Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Ecclesiastes 7:16. Be not over righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay, that's there's a certain thing of doing too much. Okay, there's a certain thing as burning out in the spirit. Okay, that's why I'm calling this lesson "Find Your Pace and Keep at It." Find your pace, your lot, what you can handle. Find your weight. Okay, if you go work out, depending on let's say your experience, your level of experience. Okay, let's say you're just a beginner. You never lifted weights in your whole life, and then you get to the gym. You think you're gonna bench press 2 plates. You're likely to get yourself hurt. So you have to find your pace and keep at it, because the truth is like a marathon. Okay, and it's not about sprinting all the way, because we don't know when the end is gonna be, but it's about finding your pace and keeping at it according to your lot, according to what you can handle. Okay, again, be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay, there's a certain thing that is a false balance. Okay, because again, you have to remember that we are in the flesh. You have to feed the flesh as well. Okay, you have to give your mind to you have to give your flesh. You have to feed your flesh for lack of word. Okay, you see, we are in this world, man. We are in the midst of these people. Okay, you see, so yes, you can try to be in the spirit. Okay, you can be in the spirit. That is a good thing, but you don't want to destroy yourself. Okay, right? Because for you to be in the spirit 100%, that's really for you to die. That will ultimately lead you to death. Okay, it's not wicked to relax. It's not wicked to have pastimes and hobbies and do things that please the flesh at a certain level. The same way you don't want to be too over righteous, the same way you don't want to be over fleshly. Okay, you have to find that right balance for yourself, that pace that works for you. Okay, so it says here, in Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but a just weight is his delight. Just weight. Okay, and I'll speak for myself. Okay, the other day, I experimented it myself. All right, there's one day I think I was too much in the spirit. And then led me to have to the point where I almost fainted a couple times, man. Okay, I was doing the day before, I pumped out like 5 videos. I read and not to say these things are bad. Okay, but now I realize my certain limits. I realize my own limitations. All right, so I said it that through the spirit, if I'm gonna make videos, I'm gonna make at least maximum. I'll say through the spirit, I'll say I'll limit myself to 2 to 3 videos a day maximum. You see, not to overdo it. Okay, and if I want to be in the spirit even more, I'll read. Okay, you see, because again, doing videos, reading, fasting, praying, all these things are a labor. Okay, you see, and it weighs not only on your spirit, like it feeds the spirit, but also weighs on your flesh. Okay, you see, because the flesh is contrary to the spirit, right? So it might weaken your flesh, okay, in ways that you don't even perceive, okay. But eventually, you're gonna feel the effects, you know. You see, as it says, what reminded me of that is when Yahweh Shai said, I sense virtue came out of me. Okay, when the woman was healed by her faith, by touching Yahweh Shai's garment, he said, I sense virtue coming out of me. And that word virtue is strength. But that was a spiritual thing, but it drained him in the physical. Okay, you don't know how much it drained him, but he felt like, hey, I sense power coming out of me, energy coming out of me. Okay, you see. So likewise, me personally, I sense eventually, after all that spiritual activity, okay, after all that spiritual activity, I sense my flesh was drained, okay, and eventually I felt it the next day, man. You know, so that's that thing. So that's that. And that's through experience that I understood it. The spirit was on me. I tried it, and then I realized, oh man, the next day I realized when I felt the effects, oh, it's better for me to do 2 to 3 videos and keep it at that. And if I want to be in the spirit even more, I'll pray and I'll read. You see, not to overdo it. Okay. So again, that's my limitations, and maybe keep at that pace for a moment. Because I was used to doing maybe one video every, if not every day, at least once every now and then. One, at least minimum 4 videos a week. But now I'm trying to do a bit more. But then that one day I overdid it. I overdid it to the point where I felt like I was gonna faint, man. You see? The next day I felt like I was gonna pass out a couple times, man. So yeah. So just a quick warning, from my experience, to don't overdo it. Okay. It says as much as you want to be perfect, as much as you want to follow Yahweh Shai, this is not just this is not for the faint of heart, man. This is really a fight, man. Okay, and just as working out, after working out you feel good, but you're tired. Okay, you can't just work out the whole day. You need to rest. You know, you see. So again, Proverbs 20 and 23: diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and a false balance is not good. So being too much in the spirit and forget and disregarding the flesh is not good. It's not good, man. Okay, you need to take care of yourself. The same way that you read, fast, pray, you need to take care of your body. Make sure you eat the right foods. Okay, make sure that you profit of the pleasures of life in righteousness. Okay, of course you're not gonna go and commit adultery, but if you want to go to the bar and grab a beer, okay, if you want to go if you want to go out, just chill with friends that in the world, everything in its limits. All right, so that you do not destroy yourself, man. All right. Okay, just a reminder. Okay, as much as you want to be in the spirit, that is a good thing, but there is a level where you're doing too much. You're doing too much, man. Okay. Be reminded of taking the pleasures of life. Okay, as much as you can in the spirit as well. As long as you're not breaking the law, statutes, and commandments, enjoy your life, man. Okay. Okay, the Lord is not it's not gonna punish you for for not to say taking a day off, but taking some time for yourself. You see, even at work, you have breaks. You see, even at work you have breaks, man. You can go out, you can go get something to eat, you can go outside, you can make phone calls. It's not serving the Lord is not captivity, man. Okay, we have liberty. Okay, we have liberty in Yahweh Shai. So you take heed to that message. You apply it to your situation. Okay, and make it work. You take what is needful for you and you make it work, man, for your situation. Nobody knows what you're going through or what you're dealing with. All right. So, but again, Understand, you have to find your balance, your lot, okay? What you can handle and keep at it, right? So find your pace and keep at it lest you burn out. Okay? There's such a thing as burning out, doing too much to the point where you just drop the plow. Okay, and that's not something that you want to do, man. Especially, especially in the times that we're in, being so close to the end of this wicked kingdom. All right, so you want to make sure that you keep that pace, keep up that pace, man. You know, all right. So that is it. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, straight to the point. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Until next lesson.